Power to the truth. I'm going to entitle this video Radical Politics Number 1. Our number 1 radical politics. A good definition of politics that I use is the one from Chairman Mao. So he was a mass murderer, so let's not get it twisted. Many people are mass murderers that we look at as heroes. Politics is war without bloodshed. War is politics with bloodshed. So, I'm not into liberal politics, and I'm not into what I consider political bipolar, B-I-P-O-L-A-R. I'm not even sure if there is a clinical existence of bipolar in the brain. So anyway, now the whole left wing versus the right wing struggle or conflict or contradiction is a manifestation of political bipolar. When we should think more in terms of there's going to be a division in terms of good versus evil. And to me, there is true good in the world. Because there's also true evil. And many of the conflicts of history have been between forces that we perceive as good against those that we perceive as evil. So, politics is important because it impacts on our lives, especially the decisions by those in power, in the White House, in Congress, in the city council, on the local level. So, life is not all about politics, but it is a major component of life. And so is war, life on earth. War is the biggest business on the planet. War is a racket. And many times the American Empire will engage in war, and it depends how you target it. Is it the Illuminati? Is it the Rothschilds? Is it the fascist pigs? So even defining those who are evildoers, we can get lost in searching for a definition. Some even say that those on top of the pinnacle of power aren't even human. Could be aliens, or extraterrestrials, evil extraterrestrials. So that could throw a monkey wrench into matters. I just want to share and help expand consciousness for sure, the triumph of Donald Trump into being president-elect was a major monkey wrench that was thrown into the whole process. Life itself is a process. Process. And we have birth, growth, development, and eventually decline. So life is a process. And with the triumph of Trump, what did not support, there has been some major paradigm shifts. This is a silly word, paradigm. 20 cents. Paradigm. And in a way, America has gotten more, we'll say, right-wing. There's like the new right. New right populism, and if you go by the votes that were cast by those who voted, and we can't ignore as invisible those who didn't vote. And on the left, many said, why vote? It doesn't matter, our votes don't matter. And I believe that as long as we're under this system of things, that voting should be part of the whole process. We have a fake democracy here, but at least voting kind of gives you estimation of who people favor and where their heads are at. Though the whole electoral system in the USA is screwed up. And we need to flunk the Electoral College. We need to build in safeguards for combating rigging the system, the voting system, and have a federal holiday on election day, on a weekend. Now, to me, this is common sense. The thing about common sense, it's not common. So we can bitch and complain about how Hillary Clinton wrecked the primary and screwed over Bill the Burn guy, Bernie Sanders. But then he turns around and his defection to the Democratic Party made matters worse. And he kind of considered himself like an independent. So I lost respect for him at that point as a legitimate leader. Leaders don't lead people into hell. Leaders don't lead people into a lost landscape. The leaders lead. And like John Kennedy said, who will debate about his merits later, the only valid test of leadership is the ability to lead and lead vigorously. So Bernie Sanders misled millions of people. And millions of people on the left, liberal, they fell for it. So it's not just the defection of Bernie Sanders, it's also the stupidity of liberals who are sitting on the fence. Then we got the radicals, or some radicals, who say, we shouldn't even vote, that's all fascist big shit. So, in terms of a label which is limited, I am a radical. Not necessarily an extremist, but a radical. I believe in getting to the roots of matters, the roots. So, the Donald Trump monkey wrench exposed a lot of stuff. He exposed the corruption of corporate media. A lot of them were behind Hillary. And when he ended up winning, they were thrown off balance. CNN, NBC, ABC. And so that was the reaction by the American voters who voted to the lies and deception of corporate media. So now we see the growth more and more of so-called alternative media. Now we have the internet. And the internet is kind of an equalizer. So be sure that fascism will try to hammer down on alternative media, including Facebook and Google. I plan to post this onto YouTube, which is owned by Google. So we have to be aware of the connection and interconnections. So I'm not left-wing and I'm not right-wing. The great eagle needs two wings to fly. And in a way, remember the relativity of words. Relativity of words. W-O-R-D-S. I believe the truth is in the center. I'm a centralist. I want to see people come together in a spirit of love, true love, not phony, fake love, but true love. And in the spirit of harmony. I wish the whole world knew the power of harmony. And build bridges across so-called races, R-A-C-E-S, across cultures and across lands, so that we could unify humanity as one race and not be divided and divided and divided and divided over in so many ways. America is not truly a country of the United States, it's a country of the United States. And we're divided in so many ways that now it truly threatens our unity and it threatens our existence as people. Keep in mind that we are an endangered species. And as I've said many times, if we don't get our shit together, we're not going to have any shit to get together. There's so many global and environmental issues going on that there could be another monkey wrench in the making. So we need to see that life's not all about politics, but it is a major part of life on Earth. And in a way, if you don't have any kind of political understanding of what's going on, even the complexities of politics, in a way, you don't have a soul that can resonate with connected reality. So we need to be aware of the power of politics, get involved in our daily lives, and do what we can to unify people across party lines, unify people across wings and across other forms of divisions. We already got to deal with, in America, we already got to deal with sex, race, religion, and all kinds of phenomena that keeps us attacking and killing each other. So we need to be aware of how we're manipulated, of the fascist social engineers who have not just rigged the election in a way, but have rigged the whole system. Now, right now, see, the fascist empire, to me, they wanted to have Hillary. So Donald Trump was the monkey wrench. And they didn't have the time to rig the voting machine against Donald Trump. And well, he came out of nowhere. And that morning, maybe his own people weren't even sure if he'd win or not. And so, got to think about what's happened since election day, and the impact of that, and we see some social forces rising and some social forces falling. And in a way, the Democratic Party has been proven itself to be irrelevant. In a way, corporate media has proven itself to be off the wall. They didn't know that Donald Trump would triumph in the election, because that was rigged. So there's been a lot of fear, a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos, and hopefully as time goes by, we'll come to their senses, see the situation as it is, not as we wish, but as it is, here now. And decide where they want to stand in relation to what I call connected reality. See how long this is. About 19 minutes. So we need to pay attention. We need to see the interconnectivity of life. And remember the basics. The basics of survival. Food, clothing, shelter, medical care, quality education. Why do we have governments? What does government mean? Government means, if you break down the word, it means mind control. Mind, M-I-N-D, mind control. So we're dealing with powerful forces in the world that are trying to control our minds. And with more and more technology, this may become easier and easier. Chemtrails. I'm saying there's a lot of devious stuff going on. Now most people are just chewing their popcorn, chewing the popcorn, watching the idiot box. TV is a powerful medium. So we need to, in all this life stuff, we need to work on our spiritual growth, our spiritual evolution as humane beings, and not get stuck on race, color, sex, sexual orientation, or other forms of distinction. I'm a Chicano de Aztlán. Call me a diehard, but I'm a Chicano. It's with a C, H-I-C-A-N-O. Not with an X. I went through the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and around 2016. So I'm old school. So it's a way of us living ourselves, understanding ourselves, and knowing who we are, and being able to be in harmony with the world. So before we become extinct, there can be true peace on earth. E-A-R-T-H. So simplify the complex, don't complicate the simple. Saturday night, I might go hunting. So y'all take care.